Guys, it is 12/29, 20 and 25. It is the last Community Music Monday of 20 and 25. This year has been such a crazy journey. We have had some mind-blowingly good Community Music Mondays together. We've heard some amazing albums. We've heard some amazing songs. And, I think when it comes to music discovery, we really did journey into some pretty crazy places along the way. I mean, this in the same year, right? We have heard a pretty wide variety of stuff. So to everybody that has contributed to the album pies and the song pies and just spending time with us every Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday at 8:30 p.m. Arizona time, on Twitch and Kick, to everybody that has participated in this community of actual music discovery, thank you. I mean, genuinely thank you. This has been such a mega huge buff to my life. And has brought some really incredible things between just the, Community Music Mondays, the album tours, and then our various Wednesdays, the Wednesdays formerly known as Giz Day. It's been a pretty awesome kind of thing. So, I mean, I don't have a way to say thank you other than to spin this here wheel. Guys, you got to let me know. Do you have a song on the pie? Is yours one of the 375 songs on 375? This is crazy.
Mine is one of the 375.
How many songs do you have on the pie if you do? Guys, it works pretty simply. The bigger the song is, the longer it has been on the pie. Or the more members of the community have spent their channel points to increase its size. The smaller it is, the newer it is. I think that pretty much sums it up. It's been really, really, really rewarding building a community of people that have gotten to know my musical taste and have taken that knowledge and have thrown it into a big old chunk of data that shows up as a spinning roulette wheel that I spin a couple of times each week. I have really come to find some of my favorite music from doing this, and honestly, some real core memories from just like hashing things out with you guys, to hearing something that inspired me, to just being in awe or being in what the F. It's been a really, really, really amazing ride, and I'm really psyched about, what the pie looks like in 20 and 26. So, guys, if you're finding out you want on YouTube a little bit later, congratulations. But in the meantime, good luck. Let's see what it's going to be. Big pie or small pie? Big pie or small pie? B&E Dub, what is up, homie? Welcome back to the Rooskies. Tripping Daisy Sonic Boom is the winner of this song here. I have no clue. I'm not familiar with either the artist or the song. Are you?
No.
This seems like the kind of artist that you would know. This feels like I'm about to listen to a jam band or something. Tell me, Tripping Daisy
more
Sonic.
like techno or something.
You think that this is gonna sound more like techno? I feel like when I hear this, in my brain, I'm thinking like Fish Meets Blind Melon or something is about to happen. I don't know. That's what just judging off of the title. Is the band that one guy died and the other became Polyphonic Spree? Got it. Okay, so who put this on the wheel? I'm guessing it might have been Gizhenge if I had to, just because he has recommended Polyphonic Spree plenty of times. So that would be my guess. But if the winner is not here, let me know on YouTube. Guys, have you heard this song before? Are you familiar with this artist before? According to Tidal, it came out in 1998 on the album Jesus Hits Like the Atom Bomb. What a title name. July 7th of 1998 is what it's looking like to me. Or is that 88? Nope, it's 98. Sorry, bad eyeballs. Jeez, that was terrible. I had to really scoot in there, babe.
Do we need a new prescription?
No, we just got one, babe. We're good. Thank you, though. Guys, you got to let me know. This is a music discovery stream. Have you heard this song before, or are you raw dogging a first listen with me? I'm going to hit the play button. Before I do, it's very important to me that you know that you are awesome, that you are valuable, that you are important, that you matter, that you are deserving of love, and that I am abundantly grateful for even a moment of your time. If you like what you see, feel free to hit the like and the subscribe button. It goes a long way to help me out. And yo, Candy Bites, thank you for the 500 tickle biddies. That goes a long way to help me out. If you guys like what you see, feel free to hit the like and the subscribe button. It goes a long way to help me out. If you really like what you see, leave a comment. I would love to hear from you. Or join us on Kick or Twitch. These people over here are actually the best people. Come hang out with us. Come discover music with us. I stream every Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, like I said, at 8:30 p.m. Arizona time. And I know I speak for all of us when I say we would absolutely love to have you by, where you can hear anything from Tripping Daisy to Cheech Marin. Who knows? Guys, without further ado, Sonic Bloom by Tripping Daisy. Here we go.
Was the winner on here?
I don't think they were. I didn't see a name.
Gets inside of you,
Wow.
makes me invisible.
You hear that back? Wow, wow. You hear that? I really dig that sound just immediately. I'm gonna go back to it. That really strikes me. You've got this down, 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 these kind of droning, like kind of like softly played power chord type things. Maybe not power chords, just like kind of maybe open. Like it sounds like, you know, just the top part of a G shape played on a few strings. But it's interesting hearing this, and then you get this like really kind of spacey ambience in the right ear. I immediately captivated with that surf sound.
Gets inside of you, makes me invisible, and I will continue to hate
That bass walking. Oh,
a sonic blue, a total emotionless excuse. I can't believe it happened to me. The magic's in my heart. Believe me.
remember earlier when you thought this was gonna be like techno, and I thought that this was gonna be like jam band?
Yeah.
We were both so wrong. All right, I knocked over my stream deck. You know, I think that this is kind of a pleasant surprise, though. This sounds like surf rock, early phases of indie. Kind of has, you know, like, and I'm saying indie rock as in the genre of, you know, the collection of sound textures, not necessarily the ethos of like without a label. This is,
Jesus hits like the atom bomb.
yeah, that's kind of a hilarious title for an album. Not gonna lie. But there is something very like quintessentially 90s sounding about this. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's pleasant. It's not like a tough listen for a 90s sound. I actually really like a lot of the 90s music, so I don't know why I even worded it that way. This whole month of 90s album tour
I like it.
has been one of my favorite album tours I've ever done. It's been so good. honestly, it does remind me a little bit of like the really early phases of Death Cab. Kind of reminds me a little bit of that band, Dismemberment Plan that we listened to. It reminds me a little bit, like vaguely of super early Decemberists, but with more 90s vocals. Like you have some, kind of that reverby, washed out vocal, sort of sound. And, realistically, a little bit like Pavement. Like we just listened to Pavement together. It reminds me a little bit of that, which, by the way, I have been killing that Pavement album. We're definitely listening to more of that, but I'm getting kind of little flavors of these things, and it feels like there's an element of their contemporary, but also kind of at the dawn of what would go on to be indie rock, the subgenre, not indie rock, the ethos.
Almost caught myself a breath. I touched your hand. I lost myself instead. Swung my hands up through the air. Northwest skies, I love the way you shine.
What'd you say?
Clark.
Where's Clark?
You don't see
Oh,
him?
he's right there.
He knows
Sorry,
where
I
to
just
go every
he
time.
really is just great about finding the spot on the camera, isn't he? W's for the doggle.
I wanna be just as good.
It almost sounds a little bit like if Britpop were made in America, if that makes any sense.
I wanna make it better. I wanna see you sideways. I wanna make it better. When love gets inside of you.
Band of Horses is another band that this kind of reminds me of. Like, this happens earlier than Band of Horses, as far as I could tell. Maybe not the earliest phases of Band of Horses, but like this really does hit me with a little bit of not Band of Horses when they do like their country or kind of sounding stuff. Or they're more Americana songs. But this gives me a little bit of the indie rock sound of Band of Horses without the vocalists. It's like in the music only, not so much in the vocalists. Like, I feel like you can't necessarily say like anything more than some of the musical textures sound like Pavement, because the vocals couldn't be further off. The lyrics are not nearly as like abstract as and like kind of strewn together as you would see in Pavement, but it does have a little bit of that 90s like kind of twist of writing. I don't know another way to put it. Like the neutral, it's like
The 90s.
yeah, like there was a certain abstract songwriting that comes out of the 90s that you really see, when you look at bands like Ween or Pavement or Neutral Milk, where you see these kind of artsy ideas kind of get thrown at you with like, in some folk ways, so like paying homage to the genres before them, but kind of doing it in their own unique way. I don't know. I'm definitely getting that vibe. It's interesting to think that this guy, one of these guys, goes on to be in Polyphonic Spree, who's like this massive collection of people that wears like robes. Kind of an interesting hard left turn transition there.
And I can't believe this happened.
I do get a little bit of an like Oasis kind of vibe from the music. I actually really liked this. The amount of board fade.
I was just gonna say, is it the same thing as board fade?
We are just getting bludgeoned about the face and mouth with a board fade right now. That was a solid 25 seconds of just board fade. That really, like, that's the equivalent of like
I didn't
walking.
like that.
That's the equivalent of like walking away from wherever you're hearing music played that is stationary or something, I guess. But yeah, that was more board fade than I like at all. But the song was good. I really liked it. I really kind of like I don't know, there was a Brit pop sort of sound to it, but then there was also some of that like 90s abstract like DIY like alternative psychedelia. I feel like I'm saying a whole bunch of nonsense, but I hope I'm in like a community of people that like gets what it is I'm talking about. Tripping Daisy, Jesus Hits Like the Atom Bomb. This was July 7 of 1998. So, yeah. All in all, guys, I am a fan. Guys, I love you. Thank you for being here. Thank you so much for the positivity that you show both to me and to one another. Continue to be the best. And until I see you next, be introspective and consider the birds. Goodbye.